Hi guys, my name is Lindsay, and today I want to take a few minutes to simplify logarithms, like I have above me here, into single logarithms. And we're going to do that using the laws of logarithms, which hopefully, at this point, I hope that you're kind of comfortable with. So let's take a look at our first example up here. I've got log base b of 2 plus log base b of x. Now I have log written more than once. There is more than one logarithm there. And the intention here is to rewrite these questions so that it's written only as one logarithm rather than multiple logarithms. But the only way that these rules work is if the base is the same. Now you can see for all of these, I've just used b to symbolize base. But what matters is they both have a b. Now they could both have a 7 as the base or a 10 or an x. As long as bases are the same, these rules work. So again, hopefully you're comfortable with the rules. If I want to make this into a single logarithm, I'm going to write log base b only once rather than twice. And what you pull from those rules that, again, hopefully you're comfortable with, is 2 and x. Instead of adding them together, I'm actually going to multiply them together. So I'm going to do 2 times x. Or, if I want, I could just write that as log base b of 2x. So addition and multiplication go together in that rule. Let's take a look at if we've got subtraction here. So in this case, we've got log base b of 5 subtract log base b of 10. Bases are the same, so I know I can use my logarithm simplification rules. I'm going to write log base b only one time. And because we've got subtraction here, subtraction is paired with division in those rules. So 5 goes on top because I see it first, divided by 10. And you could leave it like that if you wanted to, or you could write log base b of 1/2 or 0.5, whatever you're comfortable with. So again, simplifying logarithms from multi-logs into a single logarithm. Here's the third one, what we're going to do. And in this case, it actually is a simplified logarithm. It's only written as one log. But when you're asked to simplify a logarithm, it also includes not having a number sitting out front of the logarithm. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to write our log base b of 3. And from those rules, we know that that 2 can actually also be written up here. And if you wanted to check that with your calculator, you could. You could find this answer and multiply it by 2, or you could find 3 to the power of 2 and find the log of that, and you would find that they both are the same thing. Then I could simplify this one step farther if I wanted to. Log base b of 9 is my final answer. So those are our 3 basic laws of logarithms. Let's take a minute. I'm going to clear some space on the board, and then let's look at a couple questions that combine those rules together. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's take a look at 2 more logarithm examples, but this time we've just got a couple of the rules combined. So let's see what we can do with these. And I'm just going to do them one step at a time. We do actually have to follow BEDMAS rules, even though we're in logarithms. That's going to come into play over there. But for this one, plus and minus, adding and subtracting, they actually happen in BEDMAS at the same time. So we can do these left to right. So what I'm going to do is first focus on these first 2 guys here. Log base b of x plus log base b of y, I can actually write as log base b of x times y, or log base b of xy. So that's the first part of that. But remember, these questions, the intention is that they are written as a single logarithm. If you were going to do a question like this, the question would probably say simplify into a single logarithm. And here, there's log written twice. That's not a single logarithm yet. So one step further, I'm going to write log base b. Now we've got a subtraction here. So this is xy. And you know from the rules that subtraction is paired with division. So I'm going to put divided by z. So now this 3 logarithms has been rewritten as a single logarithm. I can do that because all of the bases of those 3 logs are the same. Let's take a look at one more. And what I said before is true here, that I need to deal in the order of BEDMAS. And brackets comes first, but there aren't any. Exponents is next. And these numbers sitting out front, as you know from rules, do represent exponents on these numbers. I'm going to simplify that first before I do anything else. So I am going to write log base b of x. And instead of having that 2 sitting out front, I'm actually going to write it up as an exponent to that x. Same with the 4. So plus log base b of y. And then that 4 is going to come up as an exponent. This guy doesn't have any, so we're just going to leave him written the way he is. Now we're basically just going to do what we did over here. This might be a good opportunity for you to just pause the video for a second, simplify that into a single logarithm like we did over here, and then join me again and make sure that we're on the same page. So hopefully you're just checking your work now. These two added together, we know I can rewrite as multiplication, so x squared times y to the power of 4. I don't have to write the times symbol in there. When 2 letters are sitting beside each other, it's implied that they're multiplied. You could do this in one step if you wanted to, but I'm going to show every step just to be clear. And now I've got x to the power of 2, y to the power of 4, subtract log base b of z. That subtraction in our rules is paired with division. So to write this as a single logarithm, I'm going to write log base b of x squared y to the power of 4 divided by z. That's our final answer there. Here, I'll do that same to this guy over here. So hopefully that helps you just start to work through using those laws of logarithms as a base for simplifying logarithms into one single logarithm.